Welcome back, everyone, to the Mirror W Universe. Shawn Michaels is WWE Champion. In the year of our Lord 2009. What a time to be alive. What a quaint concept that is.
Spoken like a man who's lived through the year 2009.
Yes, and we all came to the sides.
Oh.
Yes, now we're on the home stretch now, Brian. We let Jamie in back in 2009, where he's most comfortable, his natural habitat. He's gonna fight a good fight there in the past, and hopefully unfuck whatever awful timeline we've left here on this side.
Papa Roach are still in the charts, and JBL and Y2J, all the letters with none of the vowels. Ladies and gentlemen, let's fucking do this.
Yep, JBL Y2J, one of the shittest rounds of countdown in history. Have a vowel, please, Carol. Have a constant, please, Carol. Prime number, Carol, please.
Prime number, Carol. Millennium Bug when you're ready there, please.
That's it. I've got a square root of 9. Oh, what a square root of 9? Well,
yeah. And look, a man with more letters and no vowels.
No, in fairness, JBL Y2J MVP was the conundrum. No one got it. I think the two threw them off, to be honest. And now my brain is trying to figure out, can I actually make a word out of those letters? And that is what I'm going to be doing during one of the matches there, Brian. Motherfuckers.
We like to do a little bit of homework while there's bad promos happening. So it's a tradition of watching a wrestling match week to week. You need to find something else to do while you're watching it.
Yeah.
I like to do my taxes, personally. Which is strangely enough, because we don't have to do our taxes in Ireland, but I do mine anyway. I make them up and send them to revenue to just keep them.
Just pretend, yeah.
Keep them on their toes.
I do them exclusively in the format of different X-Files. So
yeah.
Throw them off.
Yeah. Different episodes of the X-Files. Oh, there's John. You're an awful human being now, aren't you?
Again, this is the feud now going into WrestleMania for John Cena, is that he's already beaten all 3 members of this fate-made-up country. So, now that he's done that, he's now going to pick one off one by one in order to isolate the main villain MVP, who he has already beaten at No Way Out.
Yeah, sounds about right for WWE. And in typical babyface fashion, hit a DDT on a man on hard concrete.
Yes, absolutely. It's the only way to learn. He's foreign after all, Brian.
The only thing I can hope is that this is the women's locker room, so William Regal can be in his happy place.
Oh, good heavens. Oh, was that me? Oh, I'm so sorry. This is so last year of me. Oh, what am I like? When I took all those few months away for that sexual harassment course, I just haven't learned nothing.
Look, I'm wearing pink. I'm an ally.
If that was his only takeaway from going to a sexual harassment course, is to become slightly more of a feminist. It's like,
I mean, look at the Barnett. Look at the Barnett. He's lovely. The Groog is fantastic.
It is true.
Not anymore.
Top on, actually, yeah.
Not anymore. It's not. It's fucking flattened now.
Lost all his volume after getting the concussed, you know.
This is it. Well, if wrestling has taught me anything, blunt force trauma really does bring out the follicles.
It does, actually, yeah. I mean, famously Stone Cold Steve Austin after all those headshots. Lovely that. It's like a hair on him.
Well, yeah, as you well know, he doesn't believe in concussions.
No.
The remix to Joe Hendricks'
entrance. Documentary as well. I've ever seen someone so unhappy to say something like that on TV, on screen. It's like immediately he doesn't agree. We know he doesn't agree with it, but yet he said it. That's how whipped he is as a human being.
Yeah, he's I mean, well, no, I was going to say that's the worst thing he's ever done, but to quote Paul Burnham, he's problematic.
I mean, that's a fair point. I mean, that heel turn was pretty bad.
Yeah, keeping kayfabe alive there, Steve.
Yes, exactly.
Now he likes cats. What type of wood do you? What type of wood do you think the locker room, the little locker room is made of there, John?
Well, obviously it's kayfabed. So
Mm.
it has to be something like Birch.
I was
Something,
thinking Birch. I was thinking Birch is
yeah, single Birch.
Danny
Yeah,
Danny Birch.
I'm just going with the lightness of the. It looks like very soft wood. I'll be honest.
Mm.
And naturally because it's designed by Vintage Man, it's almost certainly very soft wood. Reflects his overall demeanor.
Get some blue varnish on it, it'll perk it right up.
That's it exactly. Yeah, yeah. You know, like we forget to mention that not only is this obviously a backstage area that's designed to be destroyed, but like these people do have to use this space before it gets destroyed. Like I can't imagine that works that happens in any of our workplaces where like your canteen then suddenly becomes like destroyed because two 300-pound men start fighting. You know, Now, I know the civil service can be very territorial in places, but I don't think it works that way for you, does it?
I don't know, man. We're getting refurbishments done, and no one actually said why it was happening. So I think something may have gone on.
Interesting.
Huh.
Okay.
Gonna have to look into that now.
Don't suppose you've seen any kind of like, would-be hardcore professionals. You haven't seen like an Al Snow or a Sandman knocking about or anything, no. No Mikey Whipwreck type characters that's thrown themselves. Spike Dudley's perhaps masquerading as Foreman.
I I can say plenty of things, and the only way I can sum it up is actually yes.
Hmm. Hmm. Something to keep an eye on and let us know in the next week's
Mm.
episode.
I'll I'll oh thanks, John. I really appreciate that. You came for me. Very kind of you. There was there was something in the way he hit the camera and then it turned around and then Triple H was like that. Like,
It was a Chekhov's gun because Triple H was up there on the show. Just giving you a little taste of what's to come next.
fucking Chekhov sledgehammer.
Yeah, exactly. Chekhov's.
Oh no, I want. Oh wow, I want to go over every Oscar Wilde play and add the graps to it.
Well, another fun exercise during these shitty matches.
Oh wow. Why hasn't there been? And says the man
Okay.
who's
Well,
wrote it.
we've got a very
Where
simple
is it?
one already. We've got the selfish Andre the Giant. That's an easy one there.
Oh wow. Wow. I fucking love the selfish. That was a great story.
Mm,
Looking forward to reading that to Ethan. And
yeah.
then that'll be an exam afterwards. Talk about the major
Oh,
theme.
well, Jesus, yeah. I mean, you have to start tomorrow. Like, otherwise, like, what's the fucking point?
Uh,
Hmm.
he's getting very predicty now. He knows what's coming next in the stories. I'm like,
Well, obviously, you have to start them off then with another book, something a bit more technical, like maybe the picture of Dorian Grayson Waller.
oh, you're in your you go right ahead. You go right ahead. I'm enjoying this so much. Ah, the only one I can think of. The importance of being Eugene. That's the only one I can
That's a
pull
good
out of the
one.
back pocket.
Yeah.
It's the only one I can think of. I shouldn't have said Oscar Wilde. I don't know him nearly well enough.
That's what Wikipedia is for, Brian.
Oh, me setup's all fucked. I can't even fucking. You're getting the actual fucking intelligence level today.
Yeah.
This is
But
all I
fairness,
can actually produce.
like there's other ones there, like The Soul of Man under Socialism is obviously an autobiography about Sami Zayn. So,
Oh,
there's
well,
a
of
few
course.
things that require interpretation there, but that's goes without saying. But yeah,
Jay.
apparently we're just having a spontaneous. Here's a random WWE match. Here's just for the title, and Chris Jericho's ruining it. This is where the timeline gets really fucky because John Cena should not be in this storyline,
Mm.
and yet he is. In fact, he's central to it because it's about his WWE Championship that he doesn't have.
So,
We did just seen him beat up William Regal earlier on.
and is it no? This is still Cena's story.
Well, isn't that? We
No,
sit down to Jericho's story.
this is
So,
all right.
but
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Sorry, yes. We're okay. We're in the Jera zone. Okay, good. Okay.
Yes.
No, I know I can follow it. I can follow it. If anything, it makes a hell of a lot more sense than the booking of the time of the time frame we actually lived through in 2009.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is like I know Super Cena was ridiculous at the best times, but having him be booked totally separately in two different storylines is a little bit ridiculous.
I mean, WWE booking not paying homage or any reference to the previous storyline or canonical timeline makes a lot of sense.
Because again, considering the way I cut this, it was literally the previous segment, which I think is, if anything, I made a mockery of the whole setup. But however,
You have done nothing but enhance it for everyone, and if anything, try to make some semblance of understanding.
but again, that was the fun bit of the exercise for me, was to try and see, is there actually some level of continuity with it. And again, what I've learned is that they really did just sacrifice Mr. Kennedy to the gods here, because he gets jobbed out in all fucking storylines, even the ECW one for some reason. He's not even on the ECW, but he just gets jobbed anyway. Like, just the very concept of him was jobbed out.
Mr. Kennedy got jobbed out.
Exactly, jobbed out.
There's a new WWE. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the band is back together.
This is a wonderfully crony main event, isn't it? It was like Triple H and Shawn Michaels have now got back together, and they're both taking the main event for WrestleMania, and there's nothing the rest of you cunts can do about it, because they're politicos.
We're the best.
What's better than having two middle-aged men reviving an old gimmick for Generation X? Having the main event WrestleMania while doing so.
Believe it, brother.
Perfectly sim. Yeah, makes yeah.
You got me there. Kelly is a
you know that there's no space between Kelly, so that is actually just a first name. Kelly.
Let's say it quicker.
Kelly.
Oh look, not evolution.
Yep, Nevolution.
Yeah, never. Oh, well done. You've had.
It only works if it's like Gary Neville, Phil Neville, and their dad Neville.
Neville.
Although again, if you're looking for something a bit more like flavorful, I'd probably go for someone like, say, Neville Southall. You know, just someone he's a proper man's man. You know.
And of course, Adrian Neville.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. You know, he's the Randy Orton of that group. You know.
That bastard, Neville.
Yeah. The hilarious thing is that like Adrian Neville probably absolutely fucking hates both Neville brothers, considering he's a fucking long-time Geordie.
This is it.
The grand irony of him being called that literally after, like, it was like, you're English. Let me just find a random fucking name from a footballer. Neville. Hilarious. Yeah,
well, although Adrian Shearer, I don't think would have worked.
I would have taken Adrian Shearer, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like when he comes home to fucking to Newcastle, could you imagine the chance? Like, you would have loved that.
Wow. Yeah, built in.
Yeah.
Built in.
Now, granted, I don't think it quite hits the same heart. Well, I don't think it hits the same heart when he's hitting like the fucking red arrow and everyone's going, "Oh my god, it's Neville!" No, what you want to hear is the commentators shouting, "Shearer!
Shearer!
Yeah.
And then when he wins a match, he does that terrible celebration.
Yeah, exactly. The hand up. Yeah.
The very careful hand up. Very careful hand up. Very careful. We have Save His Destiny.
Yeah.
Peaks in the North. Alan Shearer. Elon Musk.
Yeah,
got that out of frame.
You see, the thing with Alan Shearer is that he was giving his heart out to the people of Newcastle.
Listen, they didn't give a fuck about the heart. They just cared about them goals.
Obviously, I'm a listener of the rest of football, and Alan Shearer just does not shut up about the Romans. He's still such a fan of them, you know. Salutes them whenever he can. You know?
I mean, you're playing off European football. You're gonna play against them eventually.
He never played in Europe. He was in fucking Newcastle. He got fucking nowhere near Europe. Closest thing to the Europe he got was fucking Cardiff.
The closest they got to a European was Shay Giffen.
It's like, wow, this team has such an international flavour. We not only have one, we have two Irish players. He's called Stephen Carr. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, the Irish so funny.
Oh, Stephen Carr. Wow. The way back machine.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh man.
What a man.
Yeah, no, that is the era of football that I existed in.
Yes.
And then, as I've said previously, it was either Ruud van Nistelrooy or Alex Ferguson. When the two of them kind of went, I was like,
classic heels. In fairness,
yeah.
Ruud van Nistelrooy, of course, was the Gunther of his time. Just
What the fuck was Van Nistelrooy? Was he in Oxford or Cambridge doing a fucking talk? Did you ever see that online?
possibly yes.
I was fucking
Rings a bell.
I'd watched a few like really like the intellectuals and the philosophizers and all the thinky people. And there's Ruud fucking Van Nistelrooy. The fuck are you doing, Jerry? Get back in your fucking box. Literally, the fucking 6-yard one. Come on.
That's to say, you're a poacher, not a philosopher. Get
the fucking fun. Fucking stick your fucking forehead on the end of that now and fucking tell me what it's like to fucking live. Fuck off. That's a fucking that is a camera angle. That is a camera angle. That is definitely a camera angle. Jesus Christ.
It was from Taz's POV as well. You know, kind of,
that's how Taz sees it. It's because of the glasses.
Yeah, exactly.
not unreminiscent of another footballer of the time, Edgar Davids.
Yeah, of course, famously a great fan of Taz. Yeah,
these are where my football references will dry up, Jonathan. You get me to 2013 now, I'm fucking done. I have nothing.
Are you saying you don't remember the legendary 2013 Chelsea team? Well, Brian, what a Philistine you are, sir.
Without question.
You don't remember such great names like hang on. Kira. Any players from the 2013 team that you liked? Okay, I picked the wrong year, but point notwithstanding.
Who was that fella from Iceland with the blonde hair? I liked him.
David Johnson, he was great.
There we go. He was great. See, that's where I fall out. The second Damien Duff started playing for Chelsea, I was like, I don't feel right about this.
Duffer. What a man. It's good to know that a man has not changed since a footballer than he has become a manager. Like, the man is in his 40s and he's still just hot take fucking machine. Brilliant.
Yeah, there's a fucking furniture. Oh my god, he's fucking hit it with Mark Henry there.
Oh, there you go. Mo Salah. That was one. Whatever happened to him? Yeah,
I never heard of him. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him now. I don't think he did very well after that.
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. Never heard of him before.
Yeah, no. I don't know. Peter fucking Checkerboard. I can't fucking remember.
No, it's Peter Crouch.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Yeah. He's the fellow who does the ads for Paddy Power now. He's great.
Yeah, he's great, lad. Yeah, he pulls points for a living now, I believe.
Yeah, no, I can't. God love me. I just. There's no reason why I stopped listening to it. There's no reason why I stopped watching it. There's no reason I stopped absorbing it. Just one day I woke up and went, no, like Andy dropping the toys in Toy Story. I'm done playing with you now.
It happens. It fucking happens, you know?
There was no design.
Yeah. I
supported Man United at the time. There was no reason why I shouldn't have supported them when they weren't terrible. And nah.
That's to say, you jumped off at the right time.
I really did.
When that poor club had the choice between either being owned by a nation state or being owned by a man who was genuinely killing the environment with every breath. It's not great choices, to be honest.
Look, that's not particularly fair on Alex Ferguson. He drank a lot of whiskey, but I can't really. Oh no, different people. Sorry.
In fairness, like with all the whiskey, he would have been pumping in a lot of hydrocarbons. You know, a lot of. The man was practically a fridge, really, with all the fucking excretions he was having. You know?
He was a fridge. He was a hairdryer. He was an entire power. He was an entire power city.
Yeah, pretty much a fucking Rotom. That's what he was.
Oh wow!
If you thought our reference was getting niche, fucking watch that. Fucking put that on replay.
Rotom. I got heavily into the meta game of Pokemon, like the competitive Pokemon, around the time that Rotom Wash was OP, and I was like, oh my god, the killer washing machine. It's like, yeah. Pokemon has really peaked. And then I remember Generation 1 when there was a ball and shite.
Mm-hmm.
You know, was terrible. I know because I've been rewatching it. Oh my god, he's choking him out with the red rum.
Tastifer, stop this.
Now,
Get down.
hey,
What are you doing?
Hooks, dad. Hooks, dad. Step. Ah, well, I digress.
Hook, please take your father home. He's
What,
had
Hook?
too much.
I don't. Would Hook have been alive? Yeah, we were in 2009. Was Hook?
Yeah, would have been.
Was Hook choking out children in his creche?
I feel like he would have had like a Wednesday Addams style backstory where he just like, whereas
Wow.
Wednesday Addams was kind of creeping everyone out, he was just beating the shit out of people for no reason.
No, Jonathan, now you've made me imagine Hook wearing Wednesday Addams' garb, and I
You
don't
are
hate.
absolutely fucking welcome.
I don't hate it.
You can't tell me that they would be like in character wise, they'd be an incredible fucking power couple.
I don't
Like
hate
take
it.
the people out of it, just the characters themselves would find themselves.
If it makes it any better, I'm now evening it out by thinking of Jenna Ortega in Hook's wrestling gear.
Well, look, it's quality works both ways, Brian.
Sometimes the goblins are nice.
The goblins have been fed today. They're happy.
Thank you, brain goblins. That was very
Yes.
nice.
So
Pittsburgh.
you can see now where ECW's WrestleMania storyline is going with CM Punk, Elijah Burke, and now it's theirs.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you,
Yes.
Matthew. You have provided so much joy to me.
Here's a thought in an amusing little kind of thought process. This actually has something to do with wrestling for a change. It isn't just like fucking football and Pokemon. Has there ever been a wrestler or indeed a wrestling personality that's been kept alive by memes alone more than Taz?
No Way Out was a big night for me.
At the moment, Joe Hendry for a little bit.
Gallery is not a bad shout there.
Or blah, blah, blah. Joe Hendry was riding the wave for a bit, and then he cashed that in real fucking well.
I'll give Henry a pass on that, considering that was I think very much a very conscious strategy.
Militant. It was fucking militant memery, and I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Randy Orton, I suppose.
True, actually, yeah.
The wrestling meme.
Of course I have your back, Batista.
Zack Ryder,
Undertaker.
would you argue? Was that his meme, Zack Ryder?
Not as much. He was just pre-meme. Surprisingly ahead of his time. Jack Ryder. People who the difference in use of social media and memes.
Yeah,
You must be a subject of it or wield them. WWE, I will claim, had a heavy influence on meme culture by all the Titantron jokes they used to do when the babyface was messing with the heel and all of that. Like Jericho
fair
had
point, actually, yeah.
first
Jericho
fucking
and
meme.
Redacted, yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of memery went on there.